This is Sandra. She has recently moved to Quebec and is enjoying its many attractions and foods. However, with her recently found job as an accountant, she works 50 hours a week and rarely gets time for herself. Then one day, she meets her Prince Charming. Or just a really nice guy. Before you know it, they get married, settle down, and get a dog. Then, the next step in life is to have children, right? However, Sandra is a little over the maternal age group.
I want kids too, but getting pregnant turned out to be a real pain. We've been trying for years now. We're going to the clinic right now. Tell us, doctor. We've been trying to have a child for over a year now. What can possibly be wrong? Well, first of all, we'll run some tests to see if it's infertility. If your husband is the infertile one, a sperm wash and an IUI should work. However, if it's you, then there's a lot more details to cover. Why don't you walk us through the entire procedure? We're considering IVF. Besides the obvious consultation period and cycling scheduling, first is putting you on fertility medications to encourage ovulation. This costs, depending on the clinic and how many cycles you need it for, a few $1,000s, roughly $5,000. Second, if the drugs don't work out, intrauterine insemination, or IUI, is an option, where your husband's sperm is washed and injected directly into your uterus by a catheter. This will cost a few $100s, around $500. Then, if that doesn't work out, IVF can be done, but you'll have to be on more hormone drugs for almost 2 weeks, then have your eggs retrieved by a needle. Your eggs will be fertilized in a dish, then injected back into your uterus. Pregnancy is not exactly guaranteed, but it's still a very effective procedure. At this stage, pre-implantation genetic diagnosis, or PGD, can be performed on your embryos by sucking out one cell at its 8th cell or blastocyst stage and analyzing its chromosomes. This ensures your child does not inherit fatal genetic diseases such as familial adenomatous polyposis. The entire procedure should cost roughly $5,000. Maybe we'll consider adoption instead. Oh no, in Quebec, all those costs are covered for by the government. You're good for about 3 IVF cycles. You can also have your leftover embryos frozen for future need for free too. That sounds fantastic. Well, we might as well start with the consultations now. And then we lived happily ever after, I think.